confidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and our home team. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Yellow.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Right there, 54.
From the 30 on second down, Mahomes to Mixon on the check down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Attack! 54. Mike 54. Know your job. Hey, watch the yellow. Go. Mike 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes forced out to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Middle. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me just me and you. That's just me and you. Hey, Haywood. Hey, watch that.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Allen to throw again. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Brings up third down and 11.
Regular. Like 22, he's cutting 22.
Throwing is Allen on third. Steps away to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Hey, watch that. Check right, 54. Yellow. Watch QB drop.
Right there.
On second and 7, Mahomes dancing, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Cleveland Farrell in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. He's going to field this at the 4. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 22, Allen eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 78 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First down, New York.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's just me and you. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Here's Cannon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7. Mike 5-4.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he'll find Hall. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. Mahomes will bring him up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On second down, this is Cannon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, here's Cannon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out.
This is caught inside the 15, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Marquise Brown, 78 yards, and the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead is now 14-10. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
3-yard gain on the play.
Attack, attack! Watch the screen! Mike, 55.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run on first down. It's Cannon, and they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mahomes firing complete, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Mahomes now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On second down now, it's Cannon. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now here's Mahomes. And he finds McDonald. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 10 more there and another first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs, since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll run with Cannon, and he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On second down, it's Cannon, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Mike 22. Hey, hold. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, hold. Mike 22.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Completes it to Corey Grant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Hey, high 7.
Allen off the play fake. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Allen now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On second down now, it's Grant. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Try and throw on third down. Escaping the press. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Result of the play, first down and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Check hot. Check 13. Check 13. Slam. Hey, 57 colors. Undercross.
On the carry, it's Cannon. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
31 yards there on a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired it. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. And now he'll tuck it and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check nickel. Check. Lucky. Me. I got motion man. 57 colors. 54's Mike.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2, eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Trenton Cannon, the running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Back to Mixon on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Montez Sweat able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
You can't stop me.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
I said it, let's go. Come on, come on. Hey, check Mike. Watch it, I got it. Mike, 55, right?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. A field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film. Extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
22, Mike, 22. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Play there. 77 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Prater for the extra point. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. Twisting away. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Will Fuller, 77 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flush to his right. He's got it at the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Allen to throw once more. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Kill. 5 wide.
They run the counter. Grant. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards. Moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
56. 51, Mike, 51. Watch one. Bang.
They go back to Grant. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Now Prater to add the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the twist. 54.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Mixon with a first down carry. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Mahomes. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Let's blow. Mike 54.
On first down, Cannon, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run again with Cannon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Move! Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll run on first down. It's Cannon, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go again with Cannon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check safety.
Now Joe Mixon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Nice hit, boy. Yellow.
On second down, it's Cannon, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip. sweat. I'm gonna rest. I never sweat. Ice in the rest. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
Said I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then you out the zip. Blow out the back then. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these